You could be a good person, kind, smart, funny, and still be ignored. Because the truth is, people don't respond to your personality. They respond to your psychology, your tone, your timing, your micro moves. That's why some people speak quietly, yet everyone listens. Some ask a single question, and the whole room turns. It's not charisma, it's not magic, it's structure. And once you understand the structure, you can use it. In the next few minutes, you'll learn 7 psychological moves, backed by science, perfected through strategy, and designed to shift how people respond to you. Used right, they'll make you more persuasive, more respected, and more unforgettable, without changing who you are. Let's begin. Part 1. Pause before you speak. Most people speak to fill space. They rush to answer. They fear the silence. But here's the move. Don't answer right away. Pause. Before you respond, breathe. Hold for just 1 or 2 seconds. That moment of silence, it changes everything. It makes you look composed, not reactive. It tells others, I think before I speak. It builds anticipation, and anticipation is power. In interviews, it makes your words land harder. In arguments, it puts you in control of the tempo. In conversations, it separates you from the noise. Example. They ask, what's your biggest strength? Don't jump in. Pause. Look them in the eye, then say, adaptability. And follow through, slow, certain, grounded. People respect the one who controls the rhythm, because if you own the silence, you own what follows. Part 2. Use names to anchor. Attention. A name is more than just a label. It's a trigger, a shortcut to someone's attention and their trust. When you use someone's name, you pull them into the moment. You tell their subconscious, this matters, you matter. But the key is precision. Too much and it feels fake. Too little and it loses impact. Use it once, where it counts, before a compliment, after a disagreement, right before making a point. Example, instead of saying, that's a great point, say, that's a great point, Olivia. The way you explained it made it land. Now it sticks, because now it's personal. It's not just feedback, it's recognition. Even in professional settings, emails, meetings, negotiations, starting with someone's name reframes the entire interaction. It turns a transaction into a connection. Used right, a name isn't just polite, it's persuasive. Part 3. Start small, then expand. The consistency trigger. Want someone to say yes to something big? Start with something small. It's called the foot in the door principle. And it works because of one simple truth. People want to stay consistent with their past behavior. Once they say yes to something minor, they subconsciously align with that decision. Saying yes again becomes easier, more natural, almost automatic. Example, you're raising funds for a cause. Instead of asking for $50 right away, start with, would you sign this petition? Once they say yes, you follow with, thanks. Would you also consider a small donation to help us reach the goal? Their brain already tagged them as someone who supports this. Now they're just following through. Use this in business. Use it in relationships. Use it in leadership, because real influence doesn't begin with persuasion. It begins with alignment. Part 4. Complement the invisible. Most compliments get lost in the noise. Nice job. Cool shirt. Polite? Sure. Memorable? Never. But when you compliment something subtle, something others didn't even notice, you leave a mark. Not "you're smart," but the way you broke that idea down made it easy to follow. Not "you're pretty," but the way you hold eye contact when you talk, it's magnetic. These compliments hit deeper because they show one thing: you were really paying attention. And in a world full of distractions, being seen is rare. Here's the psychology. The more specific the compliment, the more it feels earned. And the more it feels earned, the more it sticks. So don't flatter. Don't generalize. Notice what no one else does. And say it when it matters. Because people forget what they hear, but never how you made them feel. Part 5. Ask for help. The Ben Franklin effect. Here's a psychological twist most people miss. Asking for help doesn't make you look weak. It makes you more likable. It's called the Ben Franklin effect. Why? Because Franklin once turned a political enemy into an ally by simply asking to borrow a rare book. He returned it with gratitude, and the man became a friend. Why does this work? Because when someone helps you, their brain justifies it by liking you more. I wouldn't help someone I dislike, so maybe I do like them. Try this. At work, ask a colleague, "You're great at this system. Could you walk me through it sometime?" They'll feel respected. You'll build trust. And over time, that small request becomes a powerful bond. Because when someone invests in you, even just a little, they begin to root for you. Part 6. Mirror to build trust, then shift to lead. People trust what feels familiar. That's why mirroring works. When you subtly reflect someone's posture, tone, or pace, you send a subconscious message: we're in sync, you're safe with me. But here's the real move. Don't just mirror, break it at the right moment. First, match their energy. If they speak fast, you do too. If they lean in, you mirror it. Then, when the timing's right, shift. Lower your voice, slow your pace, change your body language. Why? Because their nervous system is following you now. You've earned rapport, and now you lead. This is how great negotiators take control. It's how speakers shift a room's mood. It's how influence quietly takes shape. Mirror to connect, break to redirect, lead without force, and you'll be remembered without trying. Part 7. Scarcity Framing. Make every moment count. People don't value what's always available. They value what feels limited. That's the psychology of scarcity. And it works because the human brain is wired for urgency. If something seems rare, we instinctively assign it more worth, more importance, more focus. Brands use this all the time. Only 3 left in stock. Offer expires at midnight. You know it's marketing. And yet, it works. But here's how you use it personally. Don't say, "I'm free whenever." Say, "I have a 30-minute window tomorrow at 4. Does that work for you?" Don't make yourself always accessible. Make yourself intentional. When your time feels rare, your value rises, and people begin to treat your attention like what it is, a privilege. Because in the end, scarcity isn't manipulation. It's a signal: I protect what matters. Influence is quiet power. Now you've seen it. 7 psychological moves. Simple, silent and surgical, that quietly reshape how people respond to you. These aren't tricks, they're frameworks, signals, and once you use them with purpose, you'll stop chasing validation and start triggering respect. Because the most powerful people in any room don't fight to be seen. They control how they're perceived. They pause, they notice, they mirror, they lead, and they walk like every moment matters. Because it does. So here's your move now. Don't just remember this. Practice it, sharpen it, live it. And if you're ready to keep upgrading how you think, lead, and connect, subscribe, like, share this with someone who's done being ignored. Because quiet influence, that's not weakness. It's precision, it's power, and it's yours if you choose to use it.